Wow. It's already been more than 7 days into 2012. It's really screwed with me. I'm still writing 2011 on my checks and all of my paperwork, and I'm still playing games from 2011. So I guess that means we need to rap about 2011. So, here we are. It's 2012. We're still stuck in the past. And with me on this journey are my co-hosts, Michael Deal and William Staszynski. Changing shit up for 2012. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing good.
And of course, as always, I am your awesome, badass, angry, and sexually deprived host, James Leffingwell. And I believe Justin will be joining us quite a bit on this episode, seeing as how he's got a lot to say during What You've Been Playing, because unlike me, he's apparently had a lot of free time, which is awesome because I've got almost nothing to do for What You've Been Playing. So, how are you guys enjoying 2012?
It's been going pretty good. It's a weekend, and I've been catching up on my holiday stash.
I didn't get a holiday stash. I got Sonic Generations. That's my holiday stash.
Yeah, I got absolutely no games for Christmas, so stop that. I did, however, have a game that I hadn't tried yet. I finally started playing Spore for the first time, and it's freaking amazing.
Oh, God. My fiancé was addicted to Spore.
That's because it's a great game.
You're opening fresh wombs well.
Damn right.
Oh, stop that.
I swear, I'll send your ass to Missouri and you can go play Spore with Betty.
I'd rather not.
Right, so,
I consider it kind of a closet game where I'm not going to let other people watch me play it.
Guilty
you
pleasure.
kidding? I was forced to watch her play it. Spore is one of the most boring things on earth to watch someone else play.
Exactly. It's an extremely boring game to watch. That's why it's a closet game for me. I'm not going to put anyone else through that torment. I also was playing Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock with my sister right before this started, and it was pretty awesome.
I need to get back into playing some Guitar Hero. I've spent almost $1,000 total on Guitar Hero. When I pop in, I have every single Guitar Hero game ever released for the PS3. Paid for all the exports to import them into 6 and everything else. Plus, bought an ass ton of DLC. When I pop in Guitar Hero 6, I have a set list of over 360 songs.
And you haven't played 25%?
It's probably about true.
You know, we should just sit through and do that entire set list in one night.
I don't think that's humanly possible. There ain't much. All right. Let's go ahead and get into a little what you've been playing. As far as what I've been playing the Game of Life, which is a real pain in the ass. Not the board game, the real thing. It's a real pain in the ass. The graphics are really, really amazing. It's kind of like an MMO, you know. It's a massive, world that everybody's all in on it, and it's pretty intense. The sound quality is really good, but that's what I've been playing. Also, I've been playing. Try to find the cable to hook up a ColecoVision.
I helped you with that. You should be able to find it just fine now.
Yeah, but I don't want to order the son of a bitch off Amazon.
Oh, that sucks. I guess you're not going to get one then.
I swear, I will find one in real life. I don't want to use the internet to get a hold of this. I will walk into some store someday, hopefully in the near future, and pick up that goddamn cable. In fact, I'm going to LA next weekend, hopefully. I will hit a Radio Shack, and God, if any place has got to have this cable in stock, it's got to be a Radio Shack.
Okay, you guys have got me lost. What the hell is ColecoVision?
I have no idea, but I looked it up and found out what cable it uses.
ColecoVision is an insanely old-school gaming system It's about the size of a goddamn VCR. It uses controllers that look like somebody decided to force a telephone and an Atari joystick to have sex.
Disturbing picture in my mind.
Let's see here. It was one of the first. It was the system that came right in between the Atari 2600 and television, and right before the original NES system.
Okay.
And it had all the awesome arcade hits on it, like Frogger, Burger Time, shit like that. Donkey Kong Jr. was on this thing.
Interesting.
And we have one in the store.
Okay.
With
You
about
have to send
8
me
games.
a picture.
With about 8 games. They're pricing the whole system at $150, but we can't really sell it until we can, legitimately test it. All I know right now is that it gets power.
Well, that's a good sign, I hope.
But it's so damn old that it uses a freaking RF cable that's designed to hook up into a UHF or VHF switch, and unless you have a TV that has freaking rabbit ears still, you can't hook it up. Without having a converter box. Huh?
I have one of those.
Oh, nice. I don't. Let's go ahead and...
like everything.
You have everything. He has everything.
I have 2 boxes.
He has everything.
I have 2 boxes full of just all kinds of electronic knickknacks.
Dude, hook me up with a goddamn converter cable for a ColecoVision then.
Hook me up with a blowjob from Shakira.
I think it's a fair trade.
I can hook you up with a blowjob from somebody who may look like Shakira.
That's good enough. That is good enough.
Okay, we got a deal then. Hey, Mike. All right, I'm going to go down to Walmart. I'm going to buy you a wig. I need some makeup.
You suck. Oh, man.
No, the idea is for you to suck.
Oh, man.
So, Justin, what the hell have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I've been playing a lot of games. Halo Reach.
Yeah.
I didn't care for that. Fable 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, my problem with Halo Reach is apparently I'm a good shooter. When the enemy's really far away, if the cursor is not red, you can't physically hit them with the bullet. You can sit there, you can line it right up, you can fire as many fucking bullets as you want. If the cursor's not red, the guy don't die. So I said, fuck this noise.
Well, it depends on the weepon.
That's what I was hearing, but that's stupid. Bullets don't
Yeah, like the
stop
assault
traveling.
rifle, obviously, the assault rifle obviously is going to spray bullets instead of firing in a straight line like a machine gun would. It's an assault rifle, not a machine gun. So it would stand to reason that it doesn't fire in a straight line, and you wouldn't really be able to snipe people with an assault rifle. Something the precision weapon like the pistol, on the other hand, even if the reticle's not red, you can manage to hit somebody who's miles away.
Yeah, see,
It may take you a few shots because it's not fully accurate, but you will eventually hit somebody.
See, I guess I'm really good at sniping with like assault rifles and pistols and things. I hate sniper rifles, but I get my shit done with something else. I've gone back to Mass Effect 2. Of course, we talked about my first playthrough. I'm hoping so far my second playthrough is better than the first one. My first playthrough, that is. I've gotten used to the fact that it's not Mass Effect, it's Mass Effect 2. And I'm kind of embracing it for what it is. And I landed on an undiscovered planet yesterday, and I was trying to find out why this ship had crashed before the ship fell off a cliff. So that shit was pretty cool. I've been playing Blur. That's a really fun game. I mean, it's Mario Kart with Gran Turismo graphics, and I mean it's fucking fun as hell. The online, of course, is the reason to go buy the game. You get online, the matchmaking is really well. You're in a lobby, people drop in, people drop out. You race, you blow each other up, and Portal 2, another game I don't like that's very popular. I played that for about 45 minutes, and I was just very pissed off the whole time.
Why is that?
The whole time I was playing the game, I was just really pissed off. I'm walking around here, it's like, okay, where's my fucking cube? Ah, there's the fucking cube. Okay, now where's the fucking switch? I don't know where the fucking... Is the portal here? No. Portal there. Portal. But I guess
Portal
that's...
2 gave Justin cancer.
I guess that's the point. I guess that's the point of the game, that it's a puzzle. You're supposed to go into every room and not know what the hell to do, and you slowly figure out what to do. So
yeah, the Portal series is a puzzle. It's puzzle games. That's really all it is.
Well, I don't know what I was expecting. Same thing with Skyrim. I don't know what I was expecting walking into a game that I didn't like, but I never played Portal 1. I rented Portal 2, and I did not expect, like, you just basically go around and you hit the switches, you hit this and that until you kind of figure out what to do, and then you move on to the next room where you start from the beginning. So I played like 9 puzzles, and I stopped for the day. So far, not liking it.
Question for the three of you.
Okay.
I'm at a point, I have 5 games. All 5 of them I enjoy playing, but in all 5 of them I hit a stopping point at about 10 hours. And I'm not sure which one I want to finish tonight and all day tomorrow. So these are the 5 games. I need suggestion on which one I'm popping in tonight and playing through until I pass out in my chair and then waking up and continuing. These are the 5. Final Fantasy XIII, the original Dragon Age, L.A. Noire, Alice Madness Returns, and my Sonic Generations. And I'm about 10 hours through on all of them.
Yep.
I got an answer for you, but it's kind of really crazy, so let's let the other guys go first.
Okay.
You already know what my staple's going to be. You got to finish L.A. Noire, bitch.
I know, given that I forced you to fucking finish Heavy Rain, so...
Yeah.
I know.
I can't remember the first 2 choices, but I remember they were good choices.
Final Fantasy XIII, Dragon Age, L.A. Noire, Alice Madness Returns, and Sonic.
I would say that since it's the oldest one, you should play the original Dragon Age. I think that's the earliest one that got released.
Yeah, that'd be the earliest on the list.
Yeah. I'd say do them in chronological order. That's usually the way that I set up my list, is if I can't decide what game to play first, I just do whichever one got released first.
That is usually what I do too. A little hint, a little tip for Final Fantasy XIII, which I wish somebody would have told me, was when you get to Chapter 11, you're on an open world, and you can go around and do these missions.
Final Fantasy XIII.
Or you could not. What took me hours and hours and hours and hours to discover until I finally just fucking gave up and moved on to a Chapter 12 is you're not supposed to beat Chapter 11's world until you've actually beaten the entire game. You can go back. You can travel back to Grand Pulse and finish off your missions. You can do about 30 of the missions, and then you get to an enemy who just slaughters you. What I've been doing, because I had the same problem yesterday, as I just said, I've been playing like 6 games. I had the same problem yesterday. So here's what I did. I went to random.org, and I assigned each game a number, and I hit the button.
Oh, God.
I had a little lottery. Okay. 1 through 6. Okay. I'm going to click the button. Play number 4. On that list, my favorite game is Final Fantasy XIII, however.
I really like Final Fantasy XIII. A lot of people were like, oh, it's just a big, long movie. And no, it's not. It's actually pretty awesome.
See, Here's the thing. Here's why I'm not sure if I want to do Dragon Age or Final Fantasy XIII. Is I know that saying that I'm 10 hours in is like saying that you've eaten 1 slice of a pizza.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I only got in about 10 hours on Final Fantasy XIII.
Yeah.
The storyline is great, though.
I think I just started Chapter 3 in Final Fantasy XIII. Is how far I am. So I know what I'm looking at there. And as far as Dragon Age goes, I've gotten to the point to where I've started screwing around just a little bit after I actually got my, little encampment and everything else.
Yeah, that's about the part where I stopped. I managed to get the rogue guy, like the two-handed rogue or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I stopped shortly after that.
So basically,
I've never actually beaten it.
My thing is I fucked up my first playthrough and I didn't realize it until I actually let somebody else play the game and I was watching them play. And I'm realizing I made so many stupid fucking mistakes at the beginning of that game. And because I want to play a human mage, I don't know if I want to go back and restart that game and go through like the 4-hour origin story that's for the human mage. And I'm not even sure if I still want to play a freaking human mage. I don't know. The person I was watching was playing as a warrior, and I'm just watching them get up there and just fuck shit up and not have to worry about dying or anything else. They just pretty much get in there and like everything's easy for them. Whereas a mage, I had to fight my ass off to stay alive in every single battle. And on top of that, I made so many stupid mistakes. Like I didn't realize how the timeline would change after each cutscene to such a high degree, and I didn't even get my dog at the beginning. I fucking finished the quest. I got everything I needed. And instead of going right to that guy and getting my dog and carrying the dog and everything else like that, I went to go check out the next main mission, and next thing I know, it's like the next night, and the city's burning and everything else like that, and I can't get my fucking dog. Just because I triggered one stupid freaking cutscene.
personally, I'd go with Final Fantasy 13 because Part 2 is coming out soon, and the demo's coming out on Tuesday. Of course, you won't want to touch that until you're done with 13 because, spoiler alert, it's the sequel.
Hey, you know what? Here's the thing, though. Is it the sequel, or is it the sequel in the way that Final Fantasy X2 was the quote-unquote sequel to Final Fantasy X?
I've
Good
never
question.
played X2, but from what I saw of X2, looked pretty fucking stupid.
It's pretty fucking stupid, but here's the thing. I'm a goddamn unit addict, and I can't help myself.
Yeah, like, that was really weird. Final Fantasy 13 2 follows the story of Lightning's younger sister and going through all these parallel universes and shit to find her. I've seen a lot of interviews. They're really promoting it, or at least trying to really promote it as, even if you hated 13, you're going to like 13 too. And of course, if you like 13...
Does that mean they changed the battle mechanics? Here's what
they've added a lot more to it. They've added a lot more to the battle mechanics.
Here's all I want from Final Fantasy 13 2 or from any Final Fantasy game. Give me back my goddamn turn-based battle mechanics. I hate being rushed in battles in a game like Final Fantasy 13, or even Final Fantasy 8 rushed me to a point where I was unsatisfied. What made Final Fantasy 10 such an amazing game to me, and why I hailed it as the best Final Fantasy game, is because of the fact that I could look at all the numbers, I could look at all the stats, I could look at my enemy's stats, and I had all the time in the world to choose exactly what I was going to do 5 moves ahead.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you can pause if you hit R1. You bring up the enemy's stats, which does pause the game. But other than that, yeah, it's very fast-paced.
Yeah, and I don't like that in a Final Fantasy game. I don't like that in any fantasy RPG, really.
Also, you can slow it down, however, that affects your star rating.
Okay.
And the other thing I've noticed is I've got the same complaint with Final Fantasy 13 that most people do, which is so far my battle strategy has been hit X until my controller breaks.
See, that's the common misconception about Final Fantasy 13. You can create your own lists, your own fight list, and you can set that to repeat. Also, Final Fantasy 13's battle is really about paradigm switching. You want to
paradigm shift's the main game mechanic in that.
That is the way you really fight. That's the reason that actually, hitting or shooting is kind of automatic, is because the game is really fast paced and you need to be focusing on when you're switching, to being a healer, to loading up your magic, to loading up your defense, switching back and forth. there's a lot to it. And the second one, there's even more to it. So it sounds like they've brought back, like it sounds like maybe they've taken out auto battle. It sounds like maybe they've brought back a lot of what kind of move do you want to do, on top of having to paradigm switch and everything.
Which I'd be fine with all that. Just kill the fucking clock.
Mhm.
If they killed the clock and that's what they were doing, and let me select all my own moves and everything like that, and gave me the time required to make the proper decisions in selecting all my own moves and paradigm shift and all that stuff, I'd be happy as hell.
Well, Final Fantasy X is getting an HD re-release. Oh, you didn't know that? I was just trying to be a smart ass.
Give me a second. I gotta go change my pants.
You know, people.
I'll be back. I gotta go change my pants. There's this really big stain in the front of them. My relationship with Final Fantasy X goes so deep to the point to where I played it once with the strategy guide sitting next to me and rewrote the freaking strategy guide and actually was sitting there with the strategy guide, a big thing of Post-it notes, and a pen so that I could read the strategy guide and then change where they fucked up. That
I remember that.
I love tennis. Wait a second. HD remake. Does this mean PS3, and does this mean trophy support?
PS3, I would say yes. Trophy support, I would assume yes, because that's the great thing about all the HD remakes is that they have trophies.
You know that's why I'm going to buy the HD remake of Zone of the Enders. The Zone of the
Yeah.
Enders collection. I own them on the PS2, but guess what? Both of them on the PS2, along with full trophy support in HD. Fuck yeah, you can have my money again.
Mm-hmm. They need to, and it would be very easy to do a re-release of SSX, all 4 games on one disc, because all 4 games were actually originally made in widescreen. If you had a widescreen TV back in the day, you could switch your PS2 to widescreen and actually play the game.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. I would love those games and trophies. Oh my god, trophies. Fuck yeah.
Never played SSX.
Trophy whore.
So
Justin,
much
are you
fun.
a trophy whore?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good. I'm not the only trophy whore in the house.
I was excited.
Meet me and Mike are...
Yesterday, I went into that Connect Me thing where you're supposed to be able to make an avatar that looks just like you. And they actually gave me achievements for that. I got like 3 achievements. I got like 15 points for all 3. I got 5 per each one for fucking around with that. Which, long story short, it has nothing to do with your actual avatar. So the avatar that looks nothing like me and had like an Indian tan and everything, I can't make that my actual one, which I wouldn't want anyways. But I was really happy for the achievements.
Mike, get in on this.
What have I been playing? I finished Uncharted 2, and then I popped in The Force to Unleash Star Wars.
You said that out of order.
Yes, I really did.
Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
Because that's what I felt like after I got done playing it.
Okay.
I was going to say, I agree with your sentiment exactly from last week's show, Will.
Mm-hmm.
That's the ending? Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was like a quarter of the way through the game. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. A quarter of the way through the game and I'm having this happen? And then it was like, okay, light side decision or dark side decision. And I was like, oh, cool, they're going to start putting in decisions that will affect the game. And then I chose, and it was like, oh, you beat the game on normal. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, my sentiments exactly. Like, really?
Yeah, it's a wonderful game, just short.
Yeah, what did it take me total? 4.5 hours, that's it.
Yeah. That's one day of playing.
Yeah. And I had to put it down for a night because here I am at 3 in the morning. Like, oh shit.
Ah.
I started this after Uncharted. Like, okay, I got another 6 to 8 hours easy, and then I'll play it tomorrow. Then I wake up early, bright and bushy-tailed. 2 hours go by. Really? Thank God I didn't pay $60 for this. I feel bad for whoever did.
My brother did.
Ooh.
I know.
That hurts.
Which, by the way, just on that topic, is the reason why I won't buy Catherine yet.
Mm-hmm.
Is I know how short of a game Catherine is. Somebody who married into the family ended up getting it for Christmas, and Christmas Day we're watching him play it, and he spent like 4 hours and completed well over half the game just in that 4-hour stretch.
Yeah.
And to me, that's not worth my $60. It's an amazing game, yes. Do I want to play it? Yes. I can't justify spending that much money on something that I'm only going to get 8-9 hours of enjoyment out of when I could spend the same amount of money and get Skyrim.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
And even with the dull choices, if you really want to call that choices, if you want to see both endings, for the Force, that's only like, if you beat it on normal once on 4 hours, and now you know that shit is only going to take you like maybe 2.5, 3 hours next playthrough.
Except those stupid flamethrower droids.
Oh, yes.
They pissed me off so bad.
Oh, man.
Here, I'm so overpowered, I'm ready to go away a third of your health in one hit.
Yeah.
Oh, now let's give you 2 of them to fight.
Yeah. I really got pissed off at, what was it? I missed a trophy by frickin' one boulder. Going after the Gorog all the way down, and that maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got really pissed.
I saw that achievement too. Like, don't hit anything when you're going after the Gorog. And
Yeah.
I got hit by like 2 rocks right at the very beginning because I didn't know about the achievement at the time.
Yeah.
And then I beat the crap out of him. Didn't hit a single other rock. And then I was looking at the achievements later, and it was like, defeat the Gorog without getting hit by any rocks. And I was like, what?
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. Isn't it an achievement just to get down to him? Son of a bitch. Oh, man. But anyway, that's what I've been playing. Next game on my list is Batman Arkham Asylum. Or, yeah. Going back and playing that one finally.
Arkham Asylum or Arkham City?
Not City, Asylum.
Oh, wow, you're way behind there, bro.
Yeah, I'm on the first one.
It's good. It's another one of those short ones, though. Like, I completed it in one night.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's, of course, I mainlined it. It didn't do all the Riddler challenges and find all the secret profiles and everything else. I mainlined the son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And I finished it in one night.
Okay.
I popped it in at about 6. I popped it in at about 6 p.m. and was at end credits at 4 a.m.
Okay, so about 6, 7, 8.
10 hours.
About 9, 10 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been playing.
Now that you mentioned it, I'm wondering what I should play after Spore. I have a choice. I have Amnesia, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, or I can restart my profile on Skyrim. I might be able to recover my old file on Skyrim later, but as it is, I don't have it. So it's a choice between, among those 3.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Alright, I still haven't played it yet, and I love the Assassin's Creed series. Like, I read all of the books. I actually got Assassin's Creed Revelations, the book, for Christmas. Not the game, the book.
Yeah.
I saw that book at Walmart last night. Here's the funny thing. There are 2 books that I noticed at Walmart last night. The Assassin's Creed Revelation book and a book entitled The Action Bible.
Nice. The Action Bible.
Interesting. I also got the second Fable book
books
to be released.
out.
Yeah. Keep going well.
Did you guys know they have books of Fable?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the one that my brother gave me. The first one, the Balverine Order, was alright. It had a pretty awesome ending, I think. And now I have no idea where the other Fable book is at.
Now it's time for a new segment. Everyone laughs at Will because he reads.
My dad got me a book entitled Lamb, and it's The Gospel According to Biff, Christ's childhood pal.
Okay.
My dad bought it for me, so. I also got We Shall Never Forget 9/11, The Kids Book of Freedom. It's a 9/11 coloring book.
Dude, you got that?
Yes, I got that. My brother got it for me for my birthday, and I told him to just give it to me at Christmas.
Hey, you remember what we said? When you were done with that, you'd mail that shit to me.
Yeah, but it'll already be all covered in. They're all colored in.
I don't give a shit.
He just wants it. Oh, man.
I also got a Halo book or two. I think I got 2 of them. But yeah, lots of books for me.
What do we got to do now? We don't got no call-ins. We got emails.
No, I don't know. Oh, that one chick last week whose name I can't remember made her choice.
Oh, what's the verdict?
Justin.
Okay.
What's
For
going
quote
on?
unquote thinking out of the box.
What?
Okay.
How about this Xbox Live fiasco?
What's going on?
What's up?
Xbox Live accounts were hacked like 3 months ago. I actually know somebody. I was trying to get them on the show tonight. I actually know somebody whose account was hacked. And, I mean, we're talking all the Xbox fanboys that were laughing at the PS3 finally got their dues because they got in, they got the credit card information, they spent money, they bought Xbox points, they used their credit card to buy shit from like Amazon. And, I mean, it's not like a widespread thing, but it's apparently happening like 3 months ago. And here my friend is. He can't get on Xbox Live, obviously, because they like suspended his account in order, until they get it fixed.
Yeah.
So for 3 months, he can't play online because Microsoft.
I hope they refund him.
Microsoft is taking 3 months to fix the problem.
Yeah.
That's $15 wasted. If they don't reimburse him for that, then that's really, really messed up.
I'm sure they will reimburse him for it, but still. People are asking him to play Gears of War 3, and he can't because some asshole hacked into his Xbox Live account. Something about a backdoor at EA's server. EA wants you to link your Xbox account to the EA account, and people could go to EA, hack EA, get in to your Xbox through the back door through EA, and get your credit card number and go shopping.
Huh.
Exactly what everybody was scared was going to happen with
Sony.
With Sony, that never happened, is happening. And I guess Microsoft is just that damn good. Like, nobody's heard of this unless you actually know somebody that it happened to. But now it's finally kind of word is getting out. Like, there's been a couple articles and they've talked to like 3 people who have these stories, and they're all identical. One day they logged on the Xbox Live, it said they couldn't get on, and they get a statement from their credit card company saying that they've bought all kinds of shit.
Just because I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, anyways. Is it finally time for developers to start thinking about the 4th generation?
I mean,
with how old these consoles are, we've finally reached that point to where technology has passed up the consoles. We've finally reached that point to where computer games are looking head and shoulders above, what we're getting on our consoles, which has always been what's really dictated when the next generation starts. Computers and PCs and processors and hard drives and everything else have always dictated when it's time for a new console generation. Is when everything starts looking better on the PC, it's time for new consoles. We've reached that point.
Yeah, and I've actually heard some of this been leaked online in some of the gaming forums I've been to, that the Xbox whatever, like 720 and the PS4 are supposed to be premiering like at this E3 or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard that they're supposed to be getting released in 2013. So they'll probably be talking about them at E3 this year.
Yeah. That's what I've been hearing so far.
I don't know.
I'm just going to say my piece on this, which is Microsoft needs it more than Sony does.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Microsoft is showing its age a lot more than Sony.
I don't know about 2013, but I believe they will be showing at E3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the systems will actually come out next year, but maybe 2014. But apparently Microsoft, every Sunday I should start my day like the way I did today, where I watched a shitload of video podcasts, because I just learned this today too. Microsoft notified the developers that they will be publicly showing the new console in June, E3. And then PlayStation notified developers, we're not going to be a year late this year.
Yeah, they're going to make sure they got their shit together.
Well, I mean, they did it last time on purpose, but I mean, this time they're not going to. They're going to aim for the same date as the 360 or the Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I think we need to have the important conversation, which is what do we want from from PS4, from Xbox 720, whatever you want to call these things. What do we want?
No loading times.
Damn right. That's a good one.
I'm down with
we
that.
have to get out of the Laserdisc era.
I was going to say, and a standard of at least 720 to 1080p.
I think the standard's already 720p, ain't it?
No.
No.
When was the last game you saw that was released that didn't have 720p at least support?
Anything for the Wii.
3.
The Wii doesn't count.
Uncharted 3.
Wait, Uncharted 3 does not have HD support.
It has HD support up to 720, but not 1080p.
Yeah. Actually, that surprises me that Uncharted 3 doesn't have 1080p support.
Yeah, that's what I was wishing.
That's kind of shocking, actually. But I mean, 720p already seems to be the standard. But no, I agree. We need to move to a 1080p standard, period.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot release it on our system if it does not have 1080p.
Yeah. No
I think
loading
Microsoft
times.
has got to finally move to Blu-rays.
Yeah.
They've got to put a Blu-ray drive in their next system. They have to. I don't think they have an option. No, their excuse.
They have to do
here's
something.
Their excuse. Their excuse was. Excuse was that they did not put a newer disk drive in their system because at the time that the systems were being manufactured, the HD DVD versus Blu-ray war was still going on, and nobody knew which one was going to come out on top. Whether Blu-ray was going to become the standard or HD DVD was going to become the standard. And so the way they saw it, their best bet was to not back either horse.
They need to do something, because I was watching an interview about Mass Effect 3, and the guy's like, how many discs is it going to be? And the guy's like, oh, gee, we don't know. We haven't cut it down yet. And I'm thinking, holy crap, we are still in the day and age of multiple discs.
Yeah.
I mean, PlayStation...
Not for the PS3.
Yeah, PlayStation fanboys and stuff, they've been enjoying single disc, but, multi-consoles or Xbox consoles have, like, multi-disc Final Fantasy 13, multi-disc Mass Effect, multi-disc any like, big game. I don't know about Skyrim, but I would assume.
Last I heard, Skyrim was single.
Yeah, I think Skyrim was just a single disc.
That doesn't surprise me, since it's just walking.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if you actually have content like Mass Effect or Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
then you need 2 or 3.
Well, Mass Effect 2 was already 2 discs.
Yeah.
On Xbox 360. I remember when I had to switch discs, and it was very random. Like, when I was about to do the final part, where you're, like, doing the suicide mission or whatever, you have to put back in the first disc. It's like, why?
Yeah, it's my prediction Mass Effect 3 will probably be 3 discs. What they did with Mass Effect 2 is they put the beginning and the end on disc 1, and they put the middle large chunk of the game on disc 2.
Yeah, which was really weird to me that I had to switch back to disc 1 for the very end. And just the very end.
Mm-hmm. It confused and pissed off a lot of people. They put in the game, they're expecting to put tons and tons of hours into BioWare. They put in the game for the very first time, they play it for a couple hours, put in disc 2. Everyone's getting pissed off, like, the game's super fucking short, I'm already on disc 2, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we spend the majority of the game on disc 2.
Yeah, you spend almost the entire game on disc 2.
Here's the thing, though. Here's what I do admit that I miss. I do kind of almost miss the multiple disc thing. That there was something really cool about back in 1999, 2000, going out and buying Final Fantasy VIII and going, "Oh my god, this game is so fucking epic! It's on 4 discs."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good kind of argument because I'm on the I hate it side. Like Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PS2 was on 2 discs, and I fucking hated having to switch the disc, even though it was just once.
Yeah.
I hated, you got your momentum going, you're excited, you're ready to you're ready to open that door and kick some fucking ass. You open the door, please insert disc 2.
It holds the suspense, in my opinion.
Dude, man.
Same thing with Mass Effect 2. You're ready to go in for the final fucking mission. You're ready, you're psyched, you're ready to fucking go in. Please insert disc 1.
Yeah, that totally hyped me up, though. I was like, oh, this is so awesome. The suspense is killing me. I actually had to, get up and do things right before the final fight.
Yeah.
No.
That was a good time for me to, go to the bathroom, get something to eat right before it,
No, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Me and my friends were in this huge battle, just like shit was going down, and we knew that once we got behind this door, everything was going to change. So, with sweat running down our faces, our veins in our arms just throbbing from the amount of blood being pushed by our hearts, we turned the door, and behind it was a line of text.
I hate to answer everything like a smartass, but I mean, I was dead serious with the only thing I want out of new console is no loading times. I'm perfectly happy with the graphics. If every game can go up to 1080p and have no loading time, I'm perfectly happy with the PS3 and the 360. As long as, that. However, fuck, man, all that procrastinating, I forgot what the fuck I was going to say.
You said you didn't want to sound like a smartass, so where's the smartass part?
Maybe what I was going to say, the only thing in my head is I would wish Nintendo just goes out of fucking business. Come on. Die. You know how great it is to play Sonic on PS3 and Xbox?
Oh, I know.
Fuck you, Nintendo. Go out of business. Well, not out of business. Go out of the console.
No. Don't go out of business. Go out of hardware manufacturing.
Yeah, go out of hardware manufacturing.
Become a software company only.
Nobody wants the 3DS. Nobody wants the Wii U. But I'm sure we all want Mario on Sony or Microsoft systems.
That's a given.
Fuck yeah.
Are you puzzled?
That is an extremely good point.
Are you puzzled why the new Zelda isn't selling well? Well, maybe because it's for the fucking Wii.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Also, these titles were designed at this time, and the people who love those titles are the people who are now our age who don't want a fucking Wii. We'd still buy... I'm pretty sure any gamer who started out even as late as the N64 would still buy every freaking Nintendo title that Nintendo ever came up with, like it was crack cocaine, if it was on their gaming system.
It would be fucking bonkers, It would be like... and lately they want to really take their time with the new Mario, with the new Zelda. They really, really want to take their time. It would be like these huge launches if these Nintendo games were coming out for the 360 and the PS3. It'd be like, instead of whatever happened for Zelda, it would be huge lines of Zelda. Meanwhile, the industry is unsure if anybody really wants the Wii U.
Yeah.
They're just kind of betting on the folks, which I would really like to see the percentage here. The folks who bought the Wii and still use it, but would like a new system. That's what the Wii U is for.
I still say what I said way back at E3, which is I see the hugest problem with the Wii U being market confusion amongst their very exclusive market that is the 30-something soccer moms. I see extreme market confusion of these let's face it, soccer moms not even knowing what the fuck they're buying or how it even works, or if this is just an accessory for my Wii, or, you know, whatever. I see mass confusion.
That's probably why they're not selling controllers for the time being. They've already said the Wii U is going to come out, but you cannot buy more controllers for it for a while. And it's probably because people are going to walk into the store, buy the Wii U controller, take it home to their Wii, and be like, what the fuck doesn't this work for? And take it back to the store.
Yeah.
I was going to say, and that's a reasonable assessment.
I see market confusion already because of the fact that, let's also add the fact that these systems, the physical system itself, looks so extremely similar.
Mm-hmm.
Also, let's take into account that over 30% of Wii owners have never actually bought a game for their Wii. They look at it as, that's my Wii sports machine. That's that thing that I play sports with the motion controller on. And they're going to see this new Wii U thing and go, why do I need Wii Sports in HD?
True.
The idea of having Nintendo actually go out of the console business is actually a very credible idea.
Just for the record.
I never even had thought of that, but that would actually pretty much remedy the situation at this point. Mm-hmm. To just take out the third leg of console and have them sell their amazing games on the consoles that already exist. You know, the really good, high-quality consoles.
Also, it would also mean that I could actually have my dream. I have a dream game. I have an ultimate dream game. And if this happened, my dream game could possibly exist. Okay. In the original Pokemon games, you went through Kanto, got your 8 badges, you had your 150 Pokemon, so on and so forth, and you did your Elite Four, and you were done. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pokemon Silver, Gold, and Crystal came out. You started off in Johto, did everything in Johto, got all the new Pokemon with some of the old Pokemon mixed in, and then after you beat the Elite Four, you went and you did all the Kanto stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was like having both games in one. Okay?
Yes.
Then they released Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and every single game since then where you've taken place in the new city, whatever. They've peppered in some of the older Pokemon, but it's about those new ones.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
And then Black and White, so on and so forth. Here's what I want, though. I want
that's
ultimate...
not correct, James. That is not correct.
Really?
I can't remember which one it was. My brother... crap, my brother's home. I'll go ask him. Balls. I just kicked my monitor over.
Oh, no.
I'll go ask my brother.
That just went...
Yeah, my monitor's fine. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
Where's my brother at?
Hey, there was an episode where I mentioned smashing your monitors, so...
What, he went back over to churches?
Yeah. No, to go drop stuff off and then come back.
Oh, all right. Okay, apparently he went back over to his girlfriend's house. So I kicked my monitor over for nothing.
Okay.
But either way, here's my point, though. What I want is the ultimate Pokemon RPG. Give me a full 3-dimensional world with full 3D Pokemon running around. Give me all of the battle mechanics from the old school games, and, you know, consequently the newer ones. They haven't changed the battle mechanic that much in all these years. But give me that same battle mechanic. Give me an HD, fully realized world, and let me start off in Kanto with only the old school stuff, and just let me take that entire adventure. And you know what? Fucking include the Orange Islands, because those were in the shows and were never put in any of the games.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking Orange Islands, okay? Let me start off in Kanto, do that entire journey, move on to the Orange Islands where I see some of the Johto stuff, then let me move full on into Johto, then whatever the fuck the next region's called, followed by whatever the fuck the next region's called, and let me just go on this, like, 500 epic Pokemon quest, and don't make me buy fucking multiple games so that I can see everything. You know what? I'd even be fine if they didn't voice act the motherfucker. Like, voice acting would be nice, but at that point, that's just icing on the cake. You don't even have to voice act it, okay? Just...
They never voice acted Pokemon, come on.
No, I mean voice act the characters. I'm still fine with dialogue boxes for the characters. Of course, the Pokemon have to make their noises. You know, just give me that epic journey.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe if they did that too, they would completely remove the whole cross-compatibility with different Pokemon stuff, where you won't see any Kanto Pokemon in Johto, no Johto Pokemon in Kanto, nothing in Johto or Kanto in Hoenn or anything like that. Keep them in their respective areas.
Yeah.
Except for Red Gyarados. You have to find Red Gyarados in Johto.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Give me that. And I think that would be possible if Nintendo got out of the hardware race.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they stopped making their crappy console and focused on just doing awesome games, you know, if their entire hardware dev team turned into a software dev team, that would be fucking epic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And they would be able to do an amazing Pokemon game like that with brand new story. They would have, they would pretty much have different antagonists in each of the different ones, and I think they would have an entire overarching storyline with all the different regions that would eventually culminate in the final region, which would probably be a new one.
Fuck yes.
Okay, so what else do we really have?
Yeah, that more or less kind of concludes it. I mean, you gotta understand, we really didn't have much of a script to go on, so the fact that we found shit to talk about in general is just amazing.
I think that we had a pretty damn good talk, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, same here. I think this is a damn decent show. Not our most informative, but damn decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there hasn't been that much on the news, right?
Not lately.
No, it's because I ended up with a virus and couldn't use the internet for like 3 days. Hi, I'm James Leffingwell, KoopaTalkLive. We're here in conjunction with No Goomba Left Behind. Every day, millions of Goombas are being stomped and left hungry. We can change that with your help. Every time that you like Koopa Talk Live on Facebook, and every time you get a friend to like Koopa Talk Live on Facebook, you will save one starving Goomba. Also, you can contribute even more by sending emails to KoopaTalkLive@gmail.com. Also, you can of course check out KoopaTalkLive.blogspot.com. There are so many ways, just so many ways that you can help these poor, starving Goombas. And I feel for them as much as you do, of course. Other ways that you can always support the Goombas is by you and your friends checking out the episodes of Koopa Talk Live on YouTube with our new hybrid podcasts. All you have to do is just simply go to www.youtube.com/collective network. Also, you can just simply search Koopa Talk Live, and you'll be able to find all of our videos. Remember when searching Koopa Talk Live to make that all one word. There are just so many countless ways, and they all take such little effort. In fact, you can even help the Goombas by simply making posts on our message board at KoopaTalkLive.proboards.com. Help Koopa Talk Live, and help No Goomba Left Behind. Because if we work together, we can make sure that Goombas get to eat pizza instead of being on pizza. Thank you very much for your time. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up here on Koopa Talk Live with final thoughts. So, Mike, if you want to go ahead and give us your final thoughts.
I hope Batman Arkham Asylum is as good as I hope I have been led to believe.
Will?
Spore is amazing.
Justin?
Dead Island.
And I think my final thoughts would be death to Nintendo hardware. Woohoo! Thank you very much to another edition of Koopa Talk Live. Good night and good gaming.
Die, Nintendo, die.
This episode of Koopa Talk Live has been brought to you by Bowser and paid for with 1-Up Mushrooms.
You want to do a retake on that?
Yeah, that was fucked up. This episode of Koopa Talk Live has been brought to you by Bowser and paid for with 1-up mushrooms.
That's
And
better.